Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for April 29th, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get a pure 20. And if you add the 2 plus the 0 together, you get the number 2. So the number 2 is the number of negative mind, critical mind. It's the left-brained. It's that over-analyzing side of our brain. It's the inner critic. It's where we love to create jumbles of thoughts instead of feeling what we feel. And in our society, we have a lot of that naturally goes on. Part of it has to do with our education system, that we prize the left brain over the right brain. And the brain is actually supposed to be a slave to the soul, not the soul be a slave to the mind. And that gets a little confusing sometimes because we're in this world of duality, and it's hard not to compare. It's hard not to look at things and then compare it to something from your history and in your past. But it's important to always have discernment, which is the number 2, but actually also feel with your heart and feel with your intuition and try and get the two sides to work together. So today, this number 2 asks each of us to look at our inner critic and notice that negativity that arises within and is looking for a way to express itself. We need to be connected to those voices that support seeing this world with a discerning eye. There are layers of color and variety all over the place. We live in a world filled with differences. It's time we embrace those differences. There are karmic consequences that you might want to consider for not accepting this powerfully changing world. There is only one way to go, and that is to embrace the kaleidoscope of potential that is right under our fingertips. The astrology today. We are in a world filled with potential. All that is required for us to expand our perceptual bubble to include more is right there in front of us. The moon is still in the optimistic and adventurous sign of Sagittarius. This supports us in taking the initiative and being willing to embrace risk today. Mercury and Neptune are expanding the potential in all areas. Creativity is everywhere, and possibilities seem at our fingertips. We do not feel like explaining our next steps to others. After all, something is forming. We are still not clear what it will end up being. So, intuition matters. Feeling awake in the flow of life matters. And finding an understanding of the complexity right now matters. There is a Venus-Mars semi-square beginning to form. Know that others may feel impatient and irritable. Don't let yourself be one of them. Instead, channel that energy into supporting your dreams and goals. While dreaming awake a dream is the agenda, too much focus on that will push others away and breed tensions. Remember to bring others into that dream and learn to explain it in a way that allows them to want to support you. And my quote for today. Histories lost to time. Ancestors lost in their prime. And yet, those left continued on. To survive back in time, you had to have brawn. We are not alone. Our ancestors still live within. Their experiences and challenges are built in. The DNA carries more than code. It is all the experiences that we are bestowed. Great wisdom lies in knowing who you are. Your talents and abilities were gathered from afar. You are the pinnacle of those that dreamed. They gave the sacrifice so you could be redeemed. Honor the past and reach for the stars. Embrace the joys along with the scars. Many will come after your journey on earth. Your dreams now may later give birth. You may not see how far ahead your eyes and dreams may multiply and spread. But dream away, because later in time, someone of your ancestors may pick it up and climb towards a dream that is greater than the old, because your courage allows them to be bold. And my blog for today. Chipping away at the projects on the land, the grass is mowed and the vegetables stand. The air is crisp and the light is bold. This is a life to have and hold. Life has a purpose that is beyond the mind. We are here to help and to be kind. Without the hearts that beat as one, the darkness would try to overrun. But together we are, and alone we are not. It is time to share what we have been taught. That is how we have continued through, and all experiences will be embraced anew. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.